And we are from Green Mountain High School.
The Green Mountain community has been heavily affected by suicide in recent years, and tonight we light ceremonial candles in memory of those who have passed. To give you all some background, GMHS has experienced not one, but 9 student suicides since 1998. As a result, the Second Wind Fund was founded in 2010. Also in response to our school's past, our very own The Fire Within, piloted at Green Mountain High School in the 2009-2010 school year. This is still very real to us at GM because in December of 2011, suicide struck again, taking life of what seemed to be a very happy and smiley sophomore boy. One suicide can leave a mark on a community, but Green Mountain has felt this time and time again.
So our mission is to prevent teen suicide by finding the root causes of teen distress. And we found that the biggest cause of teen distress in our Green Mountain community is depression, and this is often the result of bullying and isolation. And so our good that we're going to produce is a book titled Dear Parents from Teens. And this book is written by teens, which gives a different perspective on personal issues that teens face today. And then we're going to have services, and these services are going to be workshops, and these will go along with our book, and the workshops will address some of the problems that teens face. And then once again, we're Green Mountain High School. Our school houses 1,251 students, and we are the founding school for the Fire Within.
As terms of community sponsorship, we've had a lot of support from our community. This includes the Jefferson Center for Mental Health, who sponsored us with a $5,000 sponsorship in November of 2012. Also, David Wickman, a local city councilor, has partially sponsored the Fire Within Innovation Challenge. In terms of volunteers, we've had many volunteers come in from our community to give us a different perspective of suicide and in their businesses. Eric Curry, the Associate Vice President for CodeBiz Financial, came every week for at least an hour and a half to give us his perspective in the marketing and business world. Doug Filter, a High Point financial executive, also gave us perspective in terms of marketing and finance. Trenton Lavelle, a GMHS graduate, also came in occasionally to give us perspective and different ideas of how we could affect the community.
As for team development, each of the students in our class was personally handpicked by staff who looked for teacher recommendations, leadership experience, and consistent work ethic. And because of that, we performed a leadership strength-based assessment, which split us into groups according to similar personality traits. So the yellow group is in charge of marketing, blue handles finance and evaluation, red is responsible for person management, and green is in charge of project management. And the leadership strength-based assessment helps us split tasks into a manageable size and creates efficiency, teamwork, dependency, and trust.
We also wanted to know what was going on in our community, and to do this we did many types of research. We did focus groups, personal interviews, environmental scans, and 2 formal surveys. The first formal survey addressed suicide and its root causes. There were 235 surveys total. This gathered general information on the student perspective and what social barriers prevented people from accessing help. The second survey was a market research survey. We gave the survey out to the parents, our target market, to see what they preferred out of the 4 project options. We also, as I said before, the survey addressed social barriers. We found in our survey that 99% of those surveyed would help a friend with mental health issues, and that 75% knew someone who struggled with suicidal thoughts. This tells us that the information we supply to our community will spread within the area, and that there is a need for this in our community. So this first question addressed how comfortable are you talking to a certain group of people about mental health. As you can see, friends and family, teens are most comfortable with friends and family, and the least comfortable with counselors. This tells us we need to increase trust between counselors and teens. This next question addressed personal feelings and how often they felt these feelings that are often indicators of issues. So as you can see, so junior year, many inconsistencies came up. These included drug and alcohol levels that were elevated, lowered happiness levels, and this told us that something happens in between sophomore and junior year that needs to be researched more. This next question addressed suicide directly and showed that 80% of the populace believed that depression was the main cause of suicide, which is often caused by bullying and isolation.
So, our social mission is to raise awareness about mental health while teaching and educating people about suicide with our product. Our book, Dear Parents from Teens, allows parents to help and educate their teens about mental health issues, while at the same time giving their parents the resources available to help their teens. So our product and service is going to be about a 100-page reference book. It's going to be written by students and survivors, and it brings teens and parents together and creates a common language between the parents and teens, and it allows them to talk about some of the issues, and then they include divorce, breakups, and other important issues. So our target market is going to be parents, guardians, and caring adults who have students in transition grades, and those grades would be elementary school to middle school, and then middle school to high school.
So what really sets us apart from the competition is that this is a completely unique product. It's written primarily by teens, and we've done research that shows on a professional market there's nothing like this at all. And by having it written by teens, it makes it more credible because the people writing the book go through these events on a daily basis. Our second competitive advantage is that this has a lasting effect. This is something that can be referenced whenever. And it's going to be more impactful and will have more meaning over time, especially as the students age and come to deal with more of these issues. Our third competitive advantage is that it encourages parent involvement and skill development. So it bridges parents and student communication, which can be otherwise awkward and uncomfortable. And our product will be extremely cost effective because we will offer these workshops for free, and they will provide free marketing opportunities for our complimentary book.
Cost is always important when developing a product to see if it is realistic. So we have done extensive research into how we can build this book. So we looked into 3 vendors. We discovered that local vendors did not offer the right type of publishing that we needed because we want a soft cover. We also went to lulu.com, which is an online publishing site that electronically and physically publishes books for us. So people can access the book on their phone or any other electronic device. As you can see, this is the cost breakup. So with each book, we're going to sell them for $10 and make a net profit of $4.06. So the majority of our costs are publishing costs, and the rest will be student work time. So this shows the budget, and then in general, if we receive a seed funding, we will in general double our money, which is really good.
As for sustainability, our hope is that our product can prosper even once the school year is over, because the majority of our classmates are seniors. But we will follow up with another survey to gauge the effectiveness of the book and workshop, and we will then incorporate the feedback received into our product for further development. And with the profits made, we have a couple options of ancillary products. We like this idea of a scroll pen, and we're thinking of printing the main themes of the books on it, or a list of resources that people can access if they're facing any of the And our hope is that we can expand our product from outside the Green Mountain community to one day a national scale. And we are going to create a succession plan for future classes, and it will tell them why we're doing what we're doing and what we hope for the product line to become. And this will allow room for future classes to continually develop the product and evolve with the ever-changing needs of the target market.
Finally, how are we going to market this? So we're going to attend PTA meetings at the schools to introduce this idea and gauge their reaction. We are doing this at the transition grades where parents in our community are very involved, from 6th grade to 7th grade and 8th grade to 9th grade. We will create flyers and also do social media through Facebook and Twitter, and also on school websites. Our book will be marketed and sold at our workshops as a complement to the workshops itself. As I said before, this is going to be available in both physical and electronic copies, so they can reference the book at any time.
So our product will be successful because issues like bullying and isolation require extensive solutions. Our book creates an exchange between teens and parents that will stop issues leading to teen suicide.
And our class has gone above and beyond what's expected of us by attending many out-of-class events in the community that are related to suicide, such as the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Out of the Darkness Walk, the 14th Annual International Survivors of Suicide Day. We've attended a West Chamber of Commerce meeting, the 8th Annual Holiday Healing Candlelight Ceremony, the 2nd Annual Green Mountain Community Health Fair, and will become Day Without Hate student leaders.
Right now we're going to distinguish these candles, which symbolically represent distinguishing the pain associated with suicide. Our hope for the future is that no more candles will be lit. Green Mountain wants your support because it's time to make a difference in our community. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
So if each of you could blow out the candle on your